Hello, today I want to talk about tender driven locos. That means that usually the motor is in the loco itself, but with some locos there is no motor in the loco. The motor is actually in the tender. See, you can tell because if I lift up the wheels, see the wheels spin freely. Now this is James the red engine. Because I lift up I don't know if you can actually see the wheels, but the wheels on the tender want to move around. Don't know how well you can see that. The wheels on loco are not moving. I can move them freely, but the wheels on the tender, so you can see the motor is actually in the tender, not in the loco itself. And in my last but one video, which I called same or similar locos, I discovered, because I thought this was my only loco with and let's turn this off. As I was saying, I thought that this was my only loco where the actual motor was in the tender and not in the loco itself. But I discovered, as I just said in my last video, called same or similar loco, but there's got another loco, the same as this one, where the motor is actually in the tender and not in the loco. So I'm going to go through all my locos which have a tender, just to find out which ones have got the motor in the tender but not in the loco itself. So first up is this is James the red engine, obviously from Tom the Tank engine. So we definitely know this has the motor in the tender but not the loco. This is my Midland Compound 1000. This was actually the second loco which I've discovered from my last but one video where the motor was actually in the tender but not the loco. So I lift up because it's powering the wheels. This one has the front two wheels, you can see, but not the pony wheels, just the driving wheels. So if I lift up the tender, see, as soon as I take the tender off, it's not working. So if I put the loco back on the track, it's not working. Only as soon as I put the tender, it starts to work. So the Midland Compound is my second loco where the actual power comes, or is it pickups? There must be a motor in the loco because the wheels won't turn freely. So there must be pickups in the tender. For the wheels to turn, there must be a motor in the loco, but the pickups are in the tender. So let's move on to another loco. Now this is my S&D J&R number 44. By the way, I'm using my test track because I haven't used my test track for a very long time, so I thought I'd better start using it again. Let's turn it on. So again, like my Midland Compound, there is actually a motor in the loco, but there are also, let's see what happens if I can see. There are pickups in the tender. Let's see what happens if I take the tender off. Oh, it's exactly the same. See? Oh, there must be some pickups in the loco because it's still wanting to work, but it works better with the tender. So there's definitely pickups, but there's no motor in the tender. There are pickups in the tender, but no motor. There is a motor in the loco, but no, it's just no motor in the tender, just pickups, but the motor's in the tender. Now this is the Electrotrine Locomotive Vapor. Let's see, is it tender driven? No. Doesn't seem to be tender driven, but it has got tender pickups. Is it loco driven? By the looks of things, yes. Has it got loco pickups? Let's pick up. Yes, it has. This video is more finding out where the motor is and where the pickups are. Now this loco is the late BR class J15 number 65464. You can either buy it on its own or from the Southern range, and it's called the last of the private owners. So let's see if this is tender driven. No. Is it tender pickups? Oh, quite clearly, yes. Is it loco driven? Quite clearly, yes. Is it loco pickups? Quite clearly, yes. Now this is the Caledonian single. Now I know it is definitely not tender driven or got no tender pickups because there's no wires going from the tender to the Loco. But interestingly enough, the only reason why I'm choosing this one, I'll show you. I can take the tender off, see there's no wire. So the only reason why, like the front two wheels, see if I, so what is it? Loco Driven, yes. Loco Pickup, yes. I'm seeing what, see the back wheels, two front wheels. I don't think the big main wheel, very difficult to test. Maybe if I go and get a battery, seeing which wheels are. All the wheels. So it's only the big. So all the wheels have got pickups on them. It's only the big wheel. So all these are free wheel. It's only the really big wheel which has got the power to it. Well, the motor to it, not the power, but all the wheels can get. They all got pickups, but it's only the big wheel. Now this is the Wheelback Abbey B17 British Rail. You can either buy it on its own or from the signature range on the East Link Special. Let's see if this has got tender driven pickups or Loco driven pickups. Not tender driven. I can't see the wheels. They seem to be quite free wheel. Tender pickup. But it is tender pickups. Is it Loco driven? Well, quite clearly, yes it is. Wheel going round. Loco pickups. Yes it is. Now this is the West Ham United, also the B17, number 61672. This came with the East Coast Express train set. So is this tender driven? No. Tender pickups? No. Driven Loco? Yes. Loco pickups? Yes. So let's go on to my next class of Locos. Now interesting with the West Ham United, there is a wire going from the Loco to the tender. I'm not quite too sure if that's either because you can put a chip in there or there's something wrong with the, or there's, I can't see any pickups. I had a closer look on with the pickups. I can't see any pickups on the tender. So either, like I said, either you can put a chip in here in the tender, or the pickups, or the wire's broken, or there's a bad connection somewhere. But no, that doesn't matter too much. Anyway, as I said, let's go on to my other class of Locos. This is my Clan Line Merchant Navy number 35028, which came with a Rennie Simpson Orient Express British Pullman set. Let's see if this is tender driven. No, I don't think so. And it does look like if it's tender pickup. Not tender driven, but tender pickup. Obviously, Loco driven, and it's got Loco pickup. Now this is my Duke of Gloucester, number 71000, which came with the Gloucester City Pullman. Tender driven, well there's no wires, and well, there's no metal connection. I don't think there is any. It's not tender driven, nor is it tender pickup. Obviously Loco driven, and it's got Loco. Now this is a model of the world famous FS. I'm not quite too sure how this is going to go because I had a bit of trouble with this earlier, not early in the day, but last year or maybe a year before something. There's something wrong with the tender or something. Let's take a look. Is it tender driven? No. There is a connection there, but I've had to put tape over it because it wasn't quite working properly. So for now, obviously, I don't think it is tender driven. I think it has got, the wheels are freewheeling, so I think that's definitely a no for the wheels. So let's just put a question mark about the tender pickup. I think yes, put a tick yes, but obviously Loco's driven and the wheels are turning, and it's obviously also moving, so that's a yes. And this is the Tornado. I can tell you straight away, the same with Duke, there's no wire or metal connection So we can straight away say no tender driven, no for the tender pickup. So then obviously there'd be Loco Driven and Loco Pickup. Now this is the Evening Star. I can't see any pickups nor there's any wire or metal connection between them both. It is connected but no wire. So obviously straight away I can tell you that there's no tender driven or tender pickup. Straight away Loco Driven, Loco Pickups. That's for the Evening Star. Now this has a bit of a rude name. Loco, this is the North. Again, just like the Evening Star, Tornado and the Duke of Gloucester, there's no wires going from the Loco to the tender or any metal connection. There's just a little plastic bar. Straight away I can tell you that there's no tender driven, no tender pickup. And obviously I'll put it on the track. Obviously Loco Driven and Loco Pickups. Two more Locos I want to quickly show you and that'd be it. I want to quickly show you my last two big Locos. They're both triangle built. This is the one in front is the Britannia and this one behind is Princess Victoria. Both of them are not tender driven or tender pickups. There's just pickups by the Loco and the motors in the Loco on both of them as well. This one needs a bit of seeing to, as you can see. These have come off and all the these need sorting out. So I don't know when this one needs looking at. Then with the Princess, it works just after a few runs. You can start smell the motor. That also needs looking at, but apart from that they are what they are. So let's quickly go through the results. I was right originally. James the Red Engine is my only Loco with the tender driven. So I did think in my last but one video the Midland compound was also tender driven, but it turns out it has got pickups only and there's no pickups in the Loco. It is just Loco driven. So all my other Locos are not tender driven. It's just my James the Red Engine. They all have pickup. All my Locos in the tender all have tender pickups apart from the Caledonian single. Bit of a question mark about the West Ham United B17. Duke of Gloucester didn't. Flying Scotsman maybe had a bit of a dodgy connection. Nor did the Tornado, Evening Star, Loco the North, Britannia, or the Princess Victoria. None of them had tender pickups. The James the Red Engine didn't have a Loco driven. All of them were Loco driven, all my other ones, and they all had Loco pickups, all apart from the Midland Compound 1000. So the names I've got James the Red Engine, Midland Compound 1000, SD and JNR, Electron Locomotor Vapor, the late BR Class J15, Caledonian Single, Wellback Abbey B17, West Ham United B17, Clan 9 Merchant Navy, Duke of Gloucester, the FS, Tornado, Evening Star, Loco the North, Britannia and Princess Victoria. I've got other Locos as well, but none of my other Locos have a tender. So I hope you enjoyed that, watching that, finding out which ones have the tender pickups or the tender driven or the Loco pickups or the Loco driven. Thank you very much for watching, for your time, and keep safe in this difficult time and take care. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.